welcome to numerologist.com. It's me, Vannessa from Beyond Your Sun Sign, and this is your reading for April 14th to April 21st. Let's get started. Okay, so as always, we want to get completely grounded. You are protected just by watching this video. So take a deep breath in and out. Now think of a number between 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3. It should be blatantly obvious, just blaring right at you. If you chose card number 1, for this week we have the 5 of Swords. So this is, I hate this card, I'll be honest with you. This card, as you can see, is mainly about deception, but I think the deception really comes from not seeing things clearly and also having a negative outlook. So it's almost like you already walk around with that rain cloud over your head, and because you're not choosing to actively break free of that negativity, people around you are manipulating you in that aspect. So as much as you're like, okay, everything bad happens to me, I never win anything, I never this, that, have that negative attitude that is just definitely not positive or optimistic, and people will start to elevate toward you that have the same level of thinking, and then they bring you down. So they don't mean to be deceiving you. You're deceiving yourself, and they're just mirroring that back to you. So the best way to change that, I'm going to give you an Indigo Angel Oracle card to change that energy, and it is self-care. So a lot of the negativity that you're feeling and a lot of the rain cloud that's over your head is because you're not even giving yourself a chance to find and buy an umbrella. Do you see what I'm saying? It is now time to practice self-care, to stop thinking so much what other people think or say, to stop being so dependent on their opinion, and to stop giving them power over you. So as much as it's easier to say, oh, I'm negative because I live with a negative person, or this person's really negative and I can't get away from them, that is you not practicing self-care. Self-care a lot of the times is removing yourself from a situation that you know is not helpful toward you. So self-care this week, remove yourself, remove the toxins, do the detox process, do what you need to do in order to stop feeling so negative about life, about situations in general. And you'll find it. You'll find that, as something happens, you're like, oh, of course that happened. That's a negative thought. So of course it's going to happen. And you're going to bring in people that confirm that for you, that have the same level of thinking or that do the things in order for you to say, of course. So changing that script around will change your whole week around. And that is your level of self-care that you need to really focus on this week. If you chose card number 2, we have the Hierophant card, which is all about approval and conformity. It's that spiritual teacher. So this is the week to do the deep dive into the rabbit hole. If you've been kind of avoiding doing the deep dive into the rabbit hole, especially spiritually, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of creators, a lot of spiritual creators are putting out content that is heavy, that is intense, that is informative, and it is forcing people to wake up. And now is your time. You've maybe been blocking it, saying, I'm just not ready to go all the way deep dive into that rabbit hole right now. This is your week to just take the plunge, to just start researching the things that you've been kind of blocking. So if somebody mentions even, someone mentioning the law of attraction or someone mentioning this, follow it through. If you're, online and something piques your interest that is more so out of the box, a conspiracy theory, just follow it. And then question within yourself whether or not it resonates as a truth with you. It doesn't have to be something that you conform to right away. You can go inward and be like, does that sound right? Does that sound more right than what I've been taught? And if it does, that's your new belief. But ascribe to it, at least for the week. Your indigo advice is to pray. So a lot of the times, praying can have a different stigma, right? Especially if you're not like Catholic or anything like that, or very religious. But praying essentially is just giving away your problems to a higher authority, just letting it go, just absolving yourself of the burden of holding on to what you're thinking, just letting it go and saying, I want a sign from the universe that confirms that I've finally let go of this. And it is a form of prayer. You pray every second of the day in a way, depending on what you're thinking about, you are still speaking to your higher self, and that is a form of prayer. So making sure that your prayers, your inner dialogue, your inner conversations are something that lines up with your beliefs, and especially these new beliefs that are coming in to your life this week. If you chose card number 3, we have the 3 of Cups, which is all about celebration, which is all about tapping back in to your friendships, into the community, whether that's online or in person. Hopefully, hopefully by the time that you're watching this, you know, you're not on quarantine or social distancing anymore. But this is really the week to find a way to communicate back with more like-minded people, to find your tribe. Like I said, whether that is online through Zoom meetings or hopefully in person. Once again, your Indigo Angel Oracle card is Divine Timing. And it was funny because this card took forever to pop out of the deck, and I just found it really ironic that it was Divine Timing. If you find that you're really struggling with communicating right now, if you find that you're really struggling with making those friendships, making those connections, especially out of fear, you know, not wanting to get too close to somebody, recognize that everything happens in divine timing, and it's exactly what you need at the time. You know, just having patience. I know that that's crazy during Aries season to be enforcing patience, but that is what is needed. Everything happens at the exact time that it needs to happen in order for the universe to kind of recalibrate and give you your maximum joy. That's really what it comes down to. The universe has your back, so trust in its timing. As always, if you want a personalized reading, my website is www.beyondyoursunsign.com. I would love to connect with you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.